Hey, what's up, everyone? It's your boy, or Hufflepuff, and day number, I guess, 16. I've really lost count. I'll figure out. Oh, Lord, what fell? Okay, I'll figure out when I put the title in. But back to photos, and I found this one, and this one's kind of weird and special and eerie at the same time. This is me and my mom on August 24th, basically the day before Hurricane Katrina came in and completely changed my life. This is legitimately the day before. We went to the park and do the football round, just had a good time, had some crawfish, and little did we know, in a mere 24 hours will our lives be completely changed. I was a freshman in high school. I was actually going to a school where I wasn't bullied every 5 minutes. I didn't feel miserable about myself. I actually had good grades. I actually had friends. And Katrina would come in the next day and completely change my life. I would be sent to Gonzales to go to a school in Geismar called Dutchtown, and nothing went right for me there. I got sick literally all the time. Like, I don't know if it was just the weather or what, but I went from okay to almost getting the cold and the flu and sinus infection within weeks of each other. Like, I would get better, go back to class, and then 2 weeks later, I'm back home, hacking up half of my lung. Oh, you got a sinus infection. Stay home for a few weeks, because it was a bad one. Now go back to school. Boom, sick again. I got the flu. Like, are you kidding me? I just got over something. I got, like, and it would just come out of nowhere. I still remember I went to bed Monday night, came from school, did myself work, went to bed early at 9:30, which for me, that's early as a kid. Went to bed. I woke up and every joint in my body hurt. I was sweating. My mom took my temp. Clearly I had the flu, but guess what? She started to work in New Orleans. My sister had school, so guess what? Your boy had to go right to school and be miserable. And it sucked. It sucked so much. Like, I missed so many days of school and was failing so bad. My principal called me into the office because they wanted to talk to me about my grades. And he showed me that my GPA was a literal 0.4. I was at the literal bottom of the district, like the very bottom. I had a horrible time, but I did meet some cool people. Met one of my closest friends, Sarah and Josh, and I think they're the literal only two people I talked to from Dutchtown. There was another person, but we lost contact along the way. But 10 years, god damn, it's been 10 years since, a little over 10 years since we were friends, since 2005. And I'm not gonna lie, I really thought Sarah hated my ass. Like, her and her friend group, like, I really thought hated my ass. But no, she was just awkward, and I was awkward, and then we became friends over MySpace days and various Zim and music, and she's one of my closest friends. And same with Josh. Me and Josh really rarely ever talked, like, ever. And then we hung out one time, and then boom, we bros, cool. But Katrina, though, that was, I guess, I don't know if we can call this why am I like this Hurricane Katrina, but that deserves its own video, because that hospital stay was rough. Because what they tell you on the news, that, like, oh, the National Guard's being called in for looters. No, that was true. I was there. I literally saw it. I was right there. And, like, you know what? I think we might as well just make this a why am I like this Hurricane Katrina. So you know what? Bump it. This is why am I like this Hurricane Katrina. So August comes around. I'm actually getting ready to go fishing, right? We were gonna go fishing, but change of plans because of the hurricanes. We went to the park, as you saw in the picture, and then the next day it's gonna make landfall. It went from a tropical storm to a Cat 4 or 5, whatever it was. School's canceled, all in canceled. We got to pack up. My mom's job, she works as a tech in a hospital. They're like, hey, you can't leave the state. We need you here. So my mom's like, all right, well, guess I'm bringing my kids with me. And we were like, wait, what? So we went to the hospital with me, my sister, and my grandfather. And I not want my grandfather there because he was going to be grumpy and cantankerous the entire time, which he was. And I still remember we were just waiting like, oh, it's just going to be another storm. Because for years here in Louisiana, for absolute years, every time we would get a hurricane, it would just rain. It was just rain, some wind. You know, we would just have hurricane parties, right? Well, this was completely different. So I went to the room where we were going to be staying in. I opened the blind, and I kid y'all not, a whole ass tree flew by the window. And I closed that shit with the quickness. Sat in a chair, said a quick prayer to the good Lord above, put a blanket over my head, took a nap. Woke up like, oh, it wasn't even that bad. Woke up, went to the hallway. There was a tree in the hallway. It had busted through the glass. There was glass everywhere. The hospital was a mess. I apparently had slept through the worst hurricane in United States history. And it was bad. It knocked out the power. We were on reserve power. We had no AC. We had no light. Like, we had nothing. It sucked so much. Like, we legit had to sit there for a good 4 days, I think 5 days, and I was miserable because I had, first off, they had no friends, we had no power, so I couldn't play any games. Me and my sister were bored out of our minds. We're surrounded by a bunch of adults who are trying to keep us calm and keep us like sane, but at the same time, they have babies they have to take care of. They have patients they have to take care of, and we have no power, no AC. We're literally like all in this together. And then add in the looters, because they said, oh, y'all have food, y'all not sharing. It's a hospital, like they gotta take care of patients. So they decided to try to storm the building, which then the National Guard was called. And I went downstairs to get some fresh air, and a whole ass tank just pulls up out of nowhere with nothing but National Guard and Humvees, and I'm just like, I booked it right back inside, which was a bad look for me. They're like, what are you doing here? Like, I'm staying here. My mom's on the 4th floor, Cassandra, whatever. Like, please don't shoot me. Like, you have a pass? Like, right here. Like, all right, you're good. Don't do that. I'm like, you gotta tell me twice. So it was me and like 6 other teenagers. We snuck into the doctor's lounge room. We figured out their password. Don't ask us how. We literally just kept like watching them put it in from a distance, and we figured it out. We were in there the moment we got regular power back and some AC. We were in that bitch. We were watching Without a Paddle, Blade 1 and 2. We found some like MREs and stuff. We were having a whole movie night in that, because that's all we could do. It was just us. Like, it was only like 6 kids, and then they left, and it was just me by myself and my sister. And before they all left, we went outside to explore the damage. Man, that hospital got messed up. There was glass everywhere. There was cars flipped over. So, I can't name the name of the hospital, but the name got rearranged to add owners, which was hilarious. Once everything got cleared up, the roads were opened up again, we went back home. House was fine. It only had like a little bit of damage from like a few shingles missing, a few branches. My school was closed. My mom needed to get me back to school, so we moved all the way up to Gonzales, which is in the middle of nowhere. We call it the country in Louisiana. And went out there, transferred schools. Now, as I've already said previously already, that your boy was failing. It was bad. We had to stay with my cousins, which anyways, there were some good moments. I met, like I said, Sarah and Josh. I got my first kiss, went formal. Met some cool people. I tried out for the football team, but unfortunately, it was already too deep into the season to add me to the team. So I'm like, oh, that's where it's cool. But it was a wild time because like I really was starting to try to come out of my shell, but y'all know me, I'm awkward. I'm very, very awkward. I was even more awkward as a child though, as a teenager at that. So I was starting to come out of my shell before the storm, and then the storm kind of threw me right back into that shell because I was in a place where I didn't know nobody, and I really didn't fit in with the school, except for like a very small handful of people. And I know around before the year's over, my school opened back up. My mom picked us up, and we were going to be transferring. The only person I got to see one last time was ironically Sarah. Got to see her one last time, got her number so we can stay in contact. And I left, went back to my regular school that Monday, and it was like a homecoming. Like everyone hugging. It was dope. It was one of the best feeling moments I had as a kid. And I hit the ground running as soon as my grades were bad. Y'all really don't understand. I had F's. I had F's and incompletes. Like my grades were awful. I was to the point I was about to repeat my first grade, and man, it was bad. Like it was genuinely bad. But your boy put his head to the grindstone, started studying, started knocking out books left and right, just beating them. And then out of nowhere at an award ceremony, my sister, brand new A on the roll. Like, oh, look at my sister! Yeah, look at her! Look at my sister! And then he gets the B on the roll, and the same name. I'm still proud of my sister. Brian, huh? Oh, I'm on the honor roll. I flipped out. I had not been on the honor roll since middle school, since like 5th, 6th grade, maybe 5th, 6th grade. I don't even remember. I ain't been on the honor roll so long. I lost my shit. I was so happy. I was like, I won the WWE championship. I'm pumping. I'm doing this number. I'm losing my back. Get off the stage. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was so happy, dude. Like, God, got an honor roll, got a girlfriend not long after. Life was weird in 2005, 2006. Now we fast forward to 2020. Life is still wild, ain't it? Well, it's another video, another day. I don't know what else I'm going to tell y'all. I will say this, tomorrow I will be not home, so I don't know how I'm going to record this next video for tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be on location, or in my room, or in the car. I don't know. But hope you guys enjoy these videos. Like, subscribe for more, hit that notification button, all that good stuff, and I guess, oh crap, I still gotta go live on TikTok. Oh, god damn it. Well, guess I'm gonna be doing that in a little bit, so join me there. As always, stay geeky, my spice. Drink some water. Where's my bottle? It's over there. Drink that water real quick.